the Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve near Canberra, Australia. We find a renowned ecologist busily conducting fieldwork. Early on, he recognized the importance of resilience in nature and has been researching how it can be strengthened.
You make the system as resilient as it can be to any kind of disturbance and change. And that's really what the topic that we're trying to deal with now.
Winner of the 2018 Blue Planet Prize, Prof.Brian Walker. Walker was born in 1940 in Rhodesia, present-day Zimbabwe. As a young boy, he was quite fond of observing plants and animals in Africa's great expanse. After finishing his university studies in agriculture, he became engaged in agricultural land development with a focus on productivity. That's when a series of questions arose for Walker.
How our plants did it and how plants and animals influence each other. So more and more, those questions came up, and so I said, okay, I'm now going to go and get a PhD, a higher degree, but in ecology. And that's what I wanted to do, so I did that.
He left for Canada to pursue his doctorate.
At the time, the theory behind ecology was that you could see changes happening in many ways. The system would go back to that type again, and it was all smooth changes. But in fact, what we were seeing in the field with my students, the system was like that, and then it became like that. And it wouldn't go back to the other kind.
Walker saw this phenomenon on rangeland where the number of free grazing cattle increased. He recognized a relationship between the herds and the ultimate effect on the larger ecosystem.
And then at some point, if you take away the cattle, then the rangeland goes back. But then in another case, if you do this and you go down to a certain point and you take away the cattle, it doesn't go back. And it just keeps getting worse. And that's what's happening over much of the sub-Saharan Africa. It's desertification.
So what is needed to build resilience in the rangeland to avoid desertification? That is how he realized the importance of resilience thinking. Walker collaborates with sociologists as well as scientists from a wide range of fields in order to understand the interrelationship of natural resilience and human society. In 1999, he led efforts in launching a large, groundbreaking scientific community, the Resilience Alliance. He believes that resilience concept will become even more significant in the years to come.
So we're heading into an unknown future, and we don't know the kinds of changes that are going to happen to us. The only way you can deal with that is to try and make the whole system able to cope and self-adjust and self-organize. And that's why resilience is so important today.
Professor Brian Walker continues to work on initiatives on strengthening the resilience of our planet and society.